Merry Christmas, everybody. We're back again with the Christmas video. Well, as you can see, what's happened outside my house, it's snowing and it's Christmas Day. We had a freak blizzard last night, and well, as you saw, it's gone mad out there. So anyway, we're in the warm here, so I'm going to get on and show you well, as many as I can of these models that we done over the year. I hope I've remembered all of them. That's the only thing. I'm not sure if I've got every one. Hopefully I have. But before we start, I've got to get prepared. So I'm going to have a drop of that, and I'm going to have a drop of that to wash it down with. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. It's Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. Let's get on with the video. Right, let's get this. Let's get a drop of this out first before we go. Glug glug glug. It's only cheap vodka, but it's enough to give you a hit. So we'll have a drop of that. I'll have a drop of that. They say it's a woman's drink, this vodka and lime, but I don't care. I like it. Alright, dribble of that. That's enough. Don't want to drain the vodka. And whatever. Drop of the old cider. Yes, look at that. Look at that. I like Christmas. It's only cheap cider as well, but it's bloody good stuff. It's down the old bargains galore shop. And look at that, 7.5%. Can't go wrong with that, folks. That'll give you a bit of a hit as well. Right then, let's have a quick sample. Oh yeah. Wash it down. Right, we'll leave that out of the way because we need the space now. Right, let's get on. Right, if you remember, I said earlier in the year, I'd done this Rolls Royce earlier in the year, and it was all pieces, if you remember, on the old turntable, but I managed to get the bits for it and put it back together. It's not a very good fitting car, the doors and all that, you know. I mean, look at that, look at the gap there, that, and it's not a very good thing for the way that the gap outside's better. But as you can see, I've done all the interior and all. I've done the old, what do you call it, sticky back plastic stuff for the dash, the wood, and put the little man in there. The people look like, well, they look too small for the actual vehicle actually, but that's the size they were. And I didn't have the wing mirrors at the time, but like I said, I said to you I'd show it again with the wing mirrors because they came eventually. So there he is with the wing mirrors. And we had trouble with the bonnet. I couldn't get the bonnet to open. It was a reproduction bonnet, and the actual pins on the bonnet kept falling out every time you try to get it to open the bonnet up. They're supposed to open up like that sort of way, but it just wouldn't fit properly. So in the end I stuck it together and put it on glued it on as one piece. But there's even a gap there on the old grill, but there ain't a lot I could have done about it. But he turned out nice in the end, so as you can see, it's all, you know, still a nice finish on it. It's all working. So anyway, that's enough of that one. That was the 152, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, 152 Rolls Royce. So that was that one. As you can see here, I've got all these boxes here. This is where I've had to put all these cars because I've got nowhere to put the bloody things. Well, we'll stick you out the way a minute. The old roller, you can go out the way. The next one, I don't know if you remember this one. It's the old car transporter, and this one came out really nice. I had a bit of trouble on this one. If you remember, I had a broken pillar thing on there. If we take these is the minis, what we did. If I take that down, take the colours out in a minute. That's a Simca up, if you remember that one. Oh, that's just another Mini what I had lying around. But if you remember, there was a break in this. I'm not sure it's that side or the other side. If I take this off, so if I can get it off without damaging that, yeah, that comes off. I don't know if I can see where the actual brake was now. I can't remember myself, to tell you the truth. I wonder if I'll fold it back that way. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's there. Oh no, it's the other side. I can see it now. There's where the snap was. It's very hard to see. There's a dark mark there, and that's where I put a bit of filler as well. But what I did, I drilled a hole into each end of these two pieces, because the brake was pretty clean, and I put a piece of wire in there and then pushed them back together, and that's what actually repaired that. And now it's just as good as a new one. You can't really hardly notice it. Look at the trouble I had trying to find it. But with this one, I left the metal as it is, because it's better than painting it, I think, and just, you know, restored the rest of it, and I think it's come out really well. It all works now. You lift the old thing up like that, put your, oh, it's got to go up on there, isn't it? These is fiddly things, they got to lock in. That's it, he's locked in, and he locks in like that, and then he just pushes down on the old truck like that, and there you go. There's the car transporter in all its glory, and that came out really nice, that one. Really pleased with that one. And there's the Minis. I had a few of these, a couple of lying around in the old shed, like. That's just one I had ages ago. I can't remember if I did show that one on video, but I also put, I think it was one with, yeah, it did have some little headlights in the front, but I filled the hose up. I might actually drill them hose out again, because I have got some more lights I can put in there. I might put some in there and stick a transfer like that on the, you know, to match it with this one, these here. That could be a thing for the future to do. But yeah, these come out pretty good. They're just basic Minis, and they had the headlights, just the normal old moulded headlights on there, and I drilled them out and put jewels in them, just to, you know, wake them up a bit, really, make them look a bit better. Made some transfers that go on the roof. That's all sprayed on, that there, the white lines. And yeah, well, there you go, that smarts them up a bit more, I think. So we'll stick them back. I can't get them in there now. Maybe if I open the back. We'll stick them back in. Put one up there, one there. And this is a Simca. This is a chrome finished car, meant to be. Well, I couldn't find any chrome that was going to cover this properly. So what I did in the end, I've decided to just polish all the metal up, get it as smooth as I could. As you can see, it's turned out really well. And I just lacquered it as is, and put the old transfers on, then lacquered it again. Made these homemade transfers, and yeah, he's come out pretty good as well, the old Simca. And that's the way I did it, just lacquered over, you know, just some ordinary metal. And as you can see, the rivets, they look like proper rivets, so you wouldn't know it was been done really, but you lot would, because you told me to do it. Sticky back under there. And that's the old car transporter, and there you go, he's transporting these cars. So we'll move him out of the way for now. He can go there for now. And the only other two now, there's a recent one here, two recent ones what we did. And that's this one here. I've got a lot of these cars to get through, folks, so I'm going to have to speed this up a bit. This is the Ford Thunderbird. He came out really nice, this one. I had to smooth out a lot of the actual bodywork, because there was a few hard, you know, crappy bits on it. But look at the interior on that now. I had a few comments saying they was a bit worried about me doing it yellow, but I did see one on the internet and it is yellow with the silver like this. The steering wheel's not original, it's from someone else that I had lying around. But look at that, look at the glass shine on that. That's the old Pledge does that. Puts a really nice shine on it, look at that. And look at the shine on the paintwork, beautiful. But considering what it was like when I had it, you know, it's a vast improvement. So anyway, we'll put him back in his box. I've got nowhere to display all these yet. I need to get a proper cabinet ready. So at the moment they're all in boxes, as you can see. Right, this one here is another Bentley. I did one earlier in the year, I think, well, last year I think, and this one here was a pretty rough one. It was black. Oh, I've chipped it there, look. Oh. Anyway, this one came out really nice as well, considering the state it was in when I had it. It was really rough, and I sanded it and did everything. The edges of the boot was terrible, but as you can see, they're all working. There's a spare tyre in there, look. But I've managed to get it all, the line's pretty good on it, so it ain't turned out too bad after all. And the old thing on the top, the old Spirit of Ecstasy, I think, is it? No, it's a Bentley, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know much about all that business, but no, it turned out pretty good. Got a bit of muck on there. Rub that out with some teacup, but yeah, I'm quite happy how that came out. So we'll Chucky in the box out the way. That's another one out the way. I'll get through them eventually. This is the Holmes Wrecker truck. I've left it in the box. I mean, I ain't gonna bother taking it out. You've seen this one, but this had quite a bit of work doing to it. It was quite an awkward model to do. There was a lot of messing around, you know, but I made a box for it now, so it's looking pretty good in its box. There's not a lot. There's a little man with his spanner. There's not a lot more to say about it really, but as you saw the work and gone into it on the video, if you watch the video you'll see. But that came out really nice. I was happy with that one. I think Rob's Matchbox Garage sent me that one. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, it's one from Rob. But yeah, he's come out nice. I made a homemade box for it. So got a picture on the back there, that. And yeah, it's another one that I'm very pleased with. I'm pleased with all of them really. They're all pretty good. Let's have a drink. Right, let's get another box here. What have we got in here? Oh, blimey. There's a shitload. There's one there. I think that's from last year. You've seen that one. That's a US military Jeep. I think I showed you that one on the other video. Yeah, there he is. He's hiding away in there. That's the old military Jeep. What I did. He's in his box. You've seen that one in the last video. Pretty sure. So we'll put him back. This is another unmade box, but this is a bit of a bodge up box. This one, it's not came out very good. This one. What else did we have? Oh yeah. Right, if I put that up there out of the way, I'm gonna have to put this on the floor, folks, because we won't have room to show anything else. Now, I don't know if you remember the Simon snorkel. Real that one really came out well as well. This one, if I can get him out. There he is. I'll shut this box. There's another homemade effort by me, but it, you know, I mean, it might not be perfect, these boxes, but they do keep the crap off the model. They keep the rubbish off. And there's the old Simon snorkel. And there's a little man in the back, and we can this was a pain in the ass to paint this. I've knocked the camera, never mind. I had to paint all that on afterwards, and what a bloody job. But that winds up like that, as you can see. It all works. That one winds up as well. Do it the right way. Just turn that and it all opens up like that. I don't know if I can get a bigger shot. There we go. But yeah, this is a nice model. There's a little fireman sat in the back there, look. These things pull out, the stabilisers. Bloody phone going off here, it's driving up the wall. I can't even get the bloody things out now. There they go. They come out both sides, and then that's the stabilisers. But as you see, that's come out really nice. Paint's all, I think I've done this with the enamel paint, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember now. But there you go, that's the old Simon Snorkel fire engine. And there's a little man on the gun in the back, which I had to get at a later date because I didn't have it at the time. But now he's in there, so that one's finished. Still looking like new. So we'll stick him back in his box. Get in there, that's it. He's out of the way. Now what else did we have? Right, let's get on with this one. I've just emptied them all out, that's why there was a little bit of a scenery change, because I've just took them all out of the box. Right, there's this one here, it's a 259 dinky fire engine, and another one came out really well. There's no light on this one. I did do one before that had a light, and you know, as you pushed it along the light flashed, but this is just your normal basic sort of version. But as you see, all I've done, I put a screw in this one to hold this one back together. Base plates come out nice, the wheels have come out nice on this, and even the paintwork, look at that. That's another one been rescued, and I've done my own made decals again for that. I think it is. Yeah, it is decals. But yeah, that one's pretty simple to do, so not too much to say about that one. It's a pretty easy one. So we'll put him back in his box. Now, this is the Buick Riviera, and we've done two of these, and this is one I sent one back to Matey to say thank you for sending them, but this is the one that I kept, and again, it's come out really nice. Look at the paintwork. The other one was the light blue version that goes with the actual set. Yeah, this one really was nice. I was really pleased with the colour of this one, but I had a piece of bumper missing off of one of these cars. I'm pretty sure this is the one, and what I did, I used the actual 5-second fix to build up. You can do that. You can build it up and sort of shine a torch on it, and you can make a new bumper out of it, if you see. And it saves sticking bits of plastic on what might fall off. You can actually use the glue as the actual, and sort, you know, and make a mold it out gradually, like, and then get the old sandpaper on it, and it does a good job. But that one there, yeah, he's come out really nice. If I've got a torch, I'll use me phone. I'll show you what the little trick with this one is. You probably already know, all of you anyway. You probably all know what the trick is with these. Now, if I've got my phone on it. Now, if I shine on the back, there's the lights. They light up, you see. See? And then if you shine it on the front, your backlights light up. That's a really clever idea by Corgi to do that. It just shines right through there's like a transparent, there's bars inside, and there's transparent bars, and it lets the light go through them, and it just lights your lights up. And I think that's a really clever idea what Corgi did with that, Transilite. But anyway, that's enough of that one. That's another one we can put aside for now. Now, this is the Red Wheel Batmobile. Now, if I remember, I did tell you in last year's Christmas video about these. Got to be very careful buying these off of eBay, because there are a lot of people out there that are con men, con women, con people, whatever you want to call it, and it all works like as you see. They will con you into buying one of these here, because these wheels, you can buy these wheels from Model Supplies and other suppliers, and they'll actually get the old wheels off of these and put these red wheels on. But the trouble is, on the bottom, I did say it before, it's got to say, if it says Batmobile like that in capital letters, and you got the Batman bit there, then you know you've got a genuine one. But if it's got National Periodical Publications printed in a long box, you know it's a fake. Well, I mean, I know this was an original one because you got slight wear on the wheels anyway. Like, when I had it, the wheels was on it, and there is a bit of muck on some of them, and I did try to clean them a bit, but I know this is a genuine one because of the wear. You can tell if you look at the wheels as well. If they look too new, then obviously it's too good to be true, innit? It's a fake, but the base plate will tell you if it's a fake. But yeah, this one restored quite nicely, and the suspension's good on it. As you can see, I made a box for that one as well, so we'll put him away, put him back in his maybe made the old hose for the thing, that is. But yeah, he's come out nice. I have got another one of these actually. That's the second one I've got. Right, let's get on. Next one was the Panda Imp. I can't remember when we done it, but I did actually change this. There was that version that's on the box, but I did actually change it to the English version. As you can see, I preferred the English version, like on it. You know, I didn't like that version very much. It didn't look really like a police car to me. But then again, I put my own decals on again. That's all homemade decals. I ain't got no number plates on it. There's only one thing with this one: the little screen opens on the back. That's all that. Oh, and the seats. I think the seats move inside. If you push down on the wheel, the seat moves up. There, you go forward, and the seats moved up in the back. You can see it better from there. But yeah, that's the only gimmick with this one. The seats, when you push the wheels around, the seat will go up or down, but you can push down and up. There's like a little thing the wheel catches in there and makes it happen. But that one's come out very nice. So we'll put he back home. Got a lot to get through on these, folks, so I've got to keep going. Which way up's this one? Look at this one. So the old Campbell Bluebird. There's another one that was really grubby when I had it. It was a right mess, I must say. It had white paint all over it. I've got bloody crap on it now. That's all bloody got to be wiped off. I don't know where that's come from. And a bit of rubble from my finger. No, I don't know. But anyway, that was a right mess when I had it. But that's been, again, homemade decals on there again. I don't like paying too much for these decals, and with this one, if you remember, the wheels were really horrible. So what I did, I got some buttons, and all that is buttons from my missus's sewing box, and I just filled the holes in around with some of that epoxy resin, drilled a hole dead in the centre, chromed them up, and well, there you go. I mean, the price of them was really expensive to buy these. There's like, I think there's like £1.35 each or something like that, something stupid, just for one wheel. And I thought, well, I ain't paying that. It's only basically a button, because, you know, I mean, you're not going to pay £1 something for a little plastic button, are you? So I just made my own, and well, it's done the job. It's come out all right. There's the old Bluebird. Put him away. That's another one done, out the way. We're getting through them, folks. Still another 4 boxes to go, so don't worry, I'm not going yet. If you get bored, just switch me off. I do yap a lot. Right, this is another one that was pretty rough. This is the old Corgi MGA sports car. I left the base original on this one. I didn't do anything with the base on this. I just polished it up, and as you see, look at that. It's a bit dense here and there, but it looks original because it's got original type rivets put back in. I put new tyres on it, polished the wheels up. Homemade screen again, and believe it or not, I didn't want to buy one of these either. I'm pretty tight that way. What I did, I made that screen, and what I used, if you look in the video, you know the spacers, when you buy a packet of blank CDs to burn or DVDs, you get like a thin transparent spacer on some of them. I'll just use that sort of plastic because it's pretty sturdy stuff. As you see, it's not floppy. It's ideal plastic, and you can make your own screens with it. So that's what I did. So that saved me some pennies. There's another one. Now on to the next one. This is another nice looking model. The old sports Suburban. I did this two-tone. Tried to get it back to this sort of colour. I didn't use the chrome on it because I wanted it to look a bit original on there. So I've just used the ordinary silver paint. Bottom's been all done nicely again. But yeah, this one looks really nice, the way he's come out. And that's as close as I could get to the original colour with that sort of brown roof. But yeah, he's really, I really like this one. Because he was pretty rough when I had it as well. But there's another one we've rescued from the old big Corgi heaven in the sky. If there is one. Obviously there's not, but I'm just being silly. This one here, this Panda police car, Ian Hully sent me this one. And it was the same colour as a car he used to own. And I did text him and say, like, you know, I'm sure you tried to do this one like a car you used to have, and he did say yeah. So what I'd done, I noticed it was a hole in the top when I stripped it down, and I thought, well, I'm going to make it, because he did include this piece. So I put it back to the actual police car, and it's come out really nice. So this was a nice little task. I think this is a dinky, yeah, it's a dinky toys. But this is only a screw jobby. It's got a screw there that to hold it together. So it was pretty easy to do. Made my own transfers again with that. The old, you know, decals. But yeah, he's if I can get the bloody tool, I ain't got no nails. I bites me nails, folks. I know it's a bad habit, but I ain't gonna bother opening that. But there you go, they opens up the boot and the bonnet. So there's the old Escort Panda police car. It's another one. We'll get there eventually. We'll be there in a minute. We've got another four boxes to go yet. But there are some big models in some of these boxes, so there won't be many in there. This is the old sports, not sports, but Chevrolet Corvair. And I was really pleased how this colour came out. This was a nice metallic-y. It's the same colour I'd done the old Corvair's roof in, and that came out really well. Look at that. It was light blue when I had it, I think. I think the boot opens up on this one. Pretty sure it does. Yeah, there it does. Yeah. There's the engine in the boot there, because it is a rear wheel drive. And this is the car that they didn't sell a lot of these when they made them. Real ones I'm talking about now, because they was deemed to be very dangerous for some reason. I'm not going to get into all that, but they're a really nice looking car actually. I don't know, you know, why they couldn't get through the faults, what they're supposed to be associated with it in America, because it is a really nice looking car, and it was like, it's got a nice little blind in the back there, that. But yeah, that one come out really nice. Got the original rivets put back in there again as well, or you know, original type sort of rivets what Corgi uses, I suppose, similar to theirs. There's another one we can hide away. Then we got the old Transit, and this one here come out really well. I was a bit disappointed with the parts that I had for this one, because if you remember, I ordered I didn't have a camera for it, and I ordered a camera for it, and that's all I had was that. I didn't get the actual rod, so I had to make a rod to go on it, like some sort of, you know, like a piece of wire to do that, because all they send is this piece. They don't send any of this, and even that part there that goes through the actual roof, I had to find something to imitate that piece, and I managed to do it. But yeah, I was disappointed with that part. The aerial I made myself was just a piece of wire with a little blob of 5-second fix on the top, just to round it off to make it look like an aerial. That's all that is. It all opens up as you can see, and the actual edge of that door, there was a dirty great gap in there. I've chipped it there as well. I'll have to paint that up sometime. But there was a dirty great gap there, so what I did, I built the edge of the door up with 5-second fix again, so that when you shut the doors, it's, you know, it hides it slightly, if you see what I mean. But yeah, this one's come out really nice. There's the whole front of it. There's a policeman sat in there. I had a job to get him to fit in there because his legs was hitting the dash. Another repro parts. That's a triple repro parts. But this paint here come out nice. It's proper fluorescent orange paint. Transfers again, homemade. Decals instead of stickers on this one. I prefer the decals because it leaves less of a mark on the actual thing. It looks better. I think it looks a lot smoother finish. But yeah, there's the old dinky 287 police response vehicle, whatever you want to call it, accident unit. Yeah, so that came out nice. Happy with how that one come out. Put him away. Hide him away. And then we've got the James Bond Toyota. And this, I've seen a few other people restore this, but I've never done one myself on them. Well, I've done loads of them, but I mean, I've never actually done a video of one, so I thought I'd do this one. As you see, I've made the box for it. There's the old display box that all folds out like that, and then you got the old car there. I've got to watch this. I don't want the bloody, if I open the boot, I'm worried about the missiles front. Let me just get this open a minute, folks, for you, because I don't want to. Right, I've opened it. There's the missiles in the boot. Now, to fire these missiles, you've got to push down on the back tyres either side, and they'll all fire out. But I don't want to get into doing all that. But there they are. Mr. Bond is sat in there. There's two original figures in here, actually. This one, all I had to do with this one, I think, was get the aerial. I think that's all I was missing, in the missiles. But again, the number plates, I want to shut that back. I don't trust this. I might knock a wheel. All that, the thing in the back, I think I put these lights in the wrong way around. Somebody pointed it out. The red is meant to be on the outside, but I thought, well, I'm not messing around and taking all that out. And number plates again, homemade. I mean, look at that for a homemade number plate. If I can put my hand there, no. Focus. I'm always having trouble with this camera focusing. It ain't gonna do it, folks. It's being a pain. Focus on my finger, you bugger. No, he's not going to do it. Bloody iPhones are crap. That's why I only use this one as a camera now. I can't trust it. I don't trust iPhones at all, not with their battery power. I've actually got a Motorola G6 Play now, and the battery on it is unbelievable. It's a 4000 milliamp battery. It's a very big battery for the phone, and it just goes on and on and on. It just lasts forever. You can't beat it. So anyway, that's that box done with. We'll get on with another box. Okay, let's have a look at these then. These are some more models. As you remember, there's the Chitty Bang Bang, and that's looking pretty smart. if you remember, I had a bad chassis on this one. This is another one sent in by my old mate Ian. He sent me some bits as well. He sent me a couple of them, and there was like a load of bits what I could use to fix up if I can get the bloody thing out here. Oh, if I try and get it out this way, it's easiest, I think. I don't want to put all that out. This is another box made, and actually Ian sent me the actual box flat packed to put together. He sent me a couple of them. There's a bit of my that's come off. I'm gonna have to stick that back. I haven't used very good glue there. I should do that in a minute actually, because I've got my glue in the drawer. But apart from that, the box is pretty good, and I made the inside up as well, and it's come out pretty good. I'll push that back in there. You see all the clouds in there? That is, it's just like a proper box really. Back there with all the instructions and stuff like that. There's the back of the box. Just got to stick that back on. But as you see, this one's come out really nice. I've scuffed it a bit there. I think I left, yeah, I did leave this. I just cleaned up the chassis because I didn't spray that, because it was pretty good as it was. That was painted by Humbro. This is the old Molotov, to put a bit more of a shine back onto that. But as you see, it all works. Put the old things in, push these handbrake, or does it pull it? I can't remember now. I'll go around that way. There you go. Push it forward and the wings pop out. And they're all original figures as well. So that one came out nice. I was pleased how that came out. And that's a very complicated model to do, Chitty Bang Bang. The suspension was knackered on the front of this one, but as you can see, it's all fixed now. But that was the, he rolls nice as well. But that's another one we rescued. Made a good one out of like 2 models. Chuck all that out of the way, don't need that. So we'll leave him there for now. And then another big set I did was a Marlin Rambler set. Now, a guy in Australia sent me this, and it was all in pieces. The actual car, I managed to make a box up for it. It's a very hard box to get hold of, this Marlin Rambler box, and I managed to get some templates for it and get the right size, you know, by piddling around on the computer and far-assing about until I got it right. And then I ended up doing it to the right colour. I've actually got a leaflet in this one as well, Corgi Club leaflet. I'm not sure it's an original or not. It does, the paper does feel, I think a mate of mine sent me that one. I think it is an original one actually. It doesn't look like it's been printed by an inkjet, so I'll put that in with that one. But this was quite an easy model to restore. There's a lot of fiddling around with other odd bits and pieces on it, but it did get done in the end. I had 2 of these cars, if you remember, when I did it, and I did the other one, the donor car, I did it in a red without the roof rack, just the ordinary Marlin Rambler, but the doors open on these. If I can get me nail, well, if I ain't got nothing to open it, but hang on a minute. I'm not sure that. There we go. Use the edge of a pen. I got no nails. But yeah, these doors open both sides on this one. That's about all really. That's all this car does. And then you got your rack on the top to obviously put your canoe in. That's a reproduction canoe with a little man in it. Then you got your trailer. This was pretty complicated to restore, as you recall from the video, because there's a lot of little fiddly little bits on it, but both sides open up on that lot. It did restore nicely. Once you get your axle off, you're laughing really. That comes out quite easy, that axle. And then you obviously hook it on the back. You can put the canoe on the roof, and you can put the little man in the back of there if you want to hide that away. If you want to just use it, you know. I suppose the kids, like when they play with it in the day, they just towed it along with the little man chucked in the back out the way. But yeah, that's a nice looking little set there. And I've got the old band, elastic band on there to hold him down. And there you go. He had to be farted about with to get this canoe, or the oars to fit properly. Because I had a hell of a job getting I had to cut a bit of his belly away because this oar was bent. But I did do it in the end. It doesn't look too bad now, but it's a nice little display. Beautiful little display there. You know, if I had a nice cabinet, I could just have that out like that and display that like that, and it looks really nice, I think. But there you go, there's another one, another gift set. I'll shove that under there. Actually, I think these were folded in half when they came, so if I put that like that, I can stick it under there. There. But there you go, that's another nice little set you can display. Gift set 10, Marlin Rambler gift set. So we'll chuck all that back in the box. All these boxes are all printed on A4 card. You know, it's just what I've managed to fart about with and get them to print on A4 and that. Oh yeah, let's get this one out of the way. This in a very good box here. I've just tried to make it look like a dinky. This is a 158 Rolls Royce, and this one came out very nice as well. Got the old number plates on there, bigger jewels in this one. I thought it looked better with it did have small ones in there, but I've done away with them and put the bigger ones in. This tilts somehow and opens up. There it goes. Shows the engine inside there. All the doors open, and you got the boot that opens up as well. But he come out nice. Boot pushes forward when you shut it, like that. And I just made like a makeshift sort of box for that. It's not a very good box, but there you go. It's all I had lying around, so didn't have a lot of choice of that. And then we've got standard Vanguard. I was going to do this one as the army car with the little decal on the front and army badges, but I didn't have it. I didn't have any of the badges, and I couldn't be asked to. But this had half a bumper missing on this. If you notice underneath, you see there that's thicker than that there, because that is a piece that I've added on. I actually cut it back to there because it was broke off, and I cut it back to there and put another piece on there. But if you look from the top, you can't really tell. But I paid a £5 for this thing. He did want 15 quid in the first place, and I said, well, I ain't giving you 15 quid for it because the casting's damaged. I said, if you want to get a shot of it, I'll give you a £5 for it. And in the end he gave in and said, yeah, get on there. But yeah, that's come out really nice. I've turned it back into the saloon version, so happy with that one. It's another one we rescued from the scrap heap. Get in. Right, now we've got the Gear, Chrysler Gear. This is another one we rescued. I hope I'm not boring you folks. If you're bored, just switch off. You know, there's plenty of repeats on the TV. Always is Christmas time. Wouldn't you rather be listening to me talking a load of crap? There's the old Chrysler. All opens up. All the doors open as well. On this one, I did order a card for this one, a door card, but they sent me the wrong one. They said when you order, you got to order like you're sat in the driving seat, and you got to say the left or the right. And I said the left, and they sent me a right. So what I had to do is turn it the other way around. So I got no moldings showing on there. It's just flat. But I thought I can't really do a lot about it. I'm not going to piddle around sending it all back just for that, so I just turned it the other way round. But you know, you're not going to notice it that much. It's still red, but that one came out really nice as well. That's got the little dog in the back there, like the old Corgi, the mutt in the back. So he's come out really nice as well. I'm not too sure. The bloody sun's come out outside now. It's casting a bit of a shadow here. I'll move the camera slightly. Sorry about this, folks, but that's the weather, isn't it? I'll have a look out the window in a minute and see what it's doing out there. The sun might go in a bit in a minute. Oh, my old things come off of there like now. Oh no. I'm not sure where that fixes on, something like that. Just pushes on, I think. Yeah. That just pushes on. Now we've got another one here, Triumph. Another one sent by Ian, actually. Ian's going to be famous in a minute with all the mentions he's getting, with all the cars he sends. This is the Triumph 2000. I'm not sure which way that bonnet opens. Oh, that comes up that way as well. That bonnet and the boot opens on this one, doors don't. But he came out nice. He's a nice two-tone one we done there. You know, rivet there, that is just like an original type rivet put back in. Come out nice finish on the base as well. That's a Dinky 135, I believe. That's a nice one. I don't know, you can watch me doing this. I'm bored myself. So God knows what you lot feels like. This is another Dinky. It's a really old 170 Ford sedan, and there's no interior in this one because it's so old. I think it's a 50s model Ford sedan, made Mecanola 170. That's it. It's just a basic run-of-the-mill model. But that came out with a nice two-tone as well. Quite pleased. I think I got that one off the same bloke as I bought the Vanguard, actually. It's the same chap. He had it lying around and he said, yeah, go on, take that one as well. So that was good. I actually seen the bloke. It was on Bargain Hunt, and he sold a big load of Dinky toys to one of the Bargain Hunt lot. And I said to the missus, I said, oh, that's matey. I said, who I bought, I buys cars off down the Antiques Collectors Fair, and it was him. And I saw it must be an old Bargain Hunt or something I saw once, and he was there, and he sold it for like 50 quid, I think, for a big batch of cars. Anyway, this is the Mercedes-Benz Bins. This is a Matchbox model, homemade decals again, as you see. That came out really nice. It was quite an easy one to do, and the old back opens up, and he's even come with a bloke inside. That he didn't have that missing. He had the bloke inside there still on his stretcher. But yeah, that one came out nice. And with that one, I also had the old Mercury Matchbox police car. I don't usually do Matchboxes as a rule, but these are more like a Corgi size, so I thought, yeah, get on, do them. Homemade decals again, pasted on there. Oh, there's a bit of muck on there, look. I don't know where all this muck comes from. That'll rub off. Well, maybe it won't, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I caught a bit of silver paint on it or something at some point, but I'm not bothered about that. It's better than it was. But yeah, that one's come out really nice as well. That came up well. This screen's all polished up nicely. So that's another box done. We're near the end now, folks, because the next few boxes ain't got many cars in. I'm just going to have a quick look out the window a minute and see what's happening out there, and we'll get back to it. Well, folks, as you just saw from outside, the sun's gone and it's back again. Never mind. Let's carry on. Here's the old, the Joe 90, and I needed quite a few bits for this one. But as you see in the video, if I press this button, it all comes apart like that. But if you see in the old video, actually, when I opened this, I put a lot of screws in. I've got the battery in there still, so if we switch him on, it's meant to flash this thing, but it doesn't. I don't even know if the battery, I've left the battery in there, perhaps it's spent, I don't know. Probably is. Yeah, I should have took the battery out really. I've got another battery here. Let's chuck this one in and see what happens. It's not working. What's happened there, may I ask? Oh well, that's another job for me. Good job I put screws in this thing. I don't know why the light's not working. Something's not touching somewhere. Well, anyway, we should leave that for now. I'm not going to fiddle around with it now. You saw it working on the video. It does work. But there you go. I had to get a screen and an interior. All this is screwed back. Needed a new one of these. Needed 2 new legs on the front as well, which I bought. But it's all been screwed together, so you can shut it up that way if you want. And then that's what we ended up with. And these are very hard to come by, these Joe 90 cars. I'm knocking the camera here. I must stop drinking that vodka. They're very hard things to come by, and you can, you can buy like a really wrecked one. I mean, this one here was virtually wrecked when I got it, and it cost me like near enough a tenner. And I was lucky to get that, because they usually go for more money than that. But we had a bit of trouble with these here, was slightly bent at the back. I straightened them out, and overall it's come out pretty good in the end. The end result has come out really nice. But it wheels along quite easily. There is a slight bend on that wheel, but it's a repro. These are repro posts. That's the trouble. These wheels are repro sort of arms, and you never get them right. But it's only for display. It's it's good enough. So there's Joe 90 in all his glory. Homemade box again. Me and my bloody homemade boxes. We'll put him away. Let's get into the bigger models now, folks. Some of these are the bigger models, and now there's not so much in the boxes now. We'll look at the Superior Cadillac ambulance. This is quite a big model, this one. This is a one-off. Oh, it's up the other way. And this is a nice one to restore. He came out nice. The light works in that one. I've got the battery in the back there actually. I had to make I made a new back door for this one, or a new glass, and that there is just a piece of glass what I use myself, what I made up. Now we've got a battery there. I've took it out on this one, so this one should work. I'm not sure if it go that way. Yeah, and you push it along. There's the light. There it goes. You see that? So that one's all working still. I left the battery in the back this time, so trying to get the bloody thing out. Oh, for crying out loud! I've got a screwdriver handy. Come out! There he is. There. Yeah, so we'll stick it. I haven't got a little man to go in the back and a stretcher and all that, but he didn't come out too bad. Quite happy with how that came out. I left that original metal colour. I could have painted it, I suppose, could have chromed it up, but I didn't in the end. I left it as it was. But that was meant to turn, but it didn't. But there you go. It's quite a big model, this one. And quite pleased with how he come out. It's like an oversized dinghy, so he can go back in there. Then we've got the Astro, another homemade box again, and this is as close a match I could get with the actual paint on this one. I actually had to buy another car for this piece because it was pretty rough on this model. But this is a red dot wheeled version, and this is meant to be a pretty rare one apparently, so they say. But that opens up like that, and there you got the two little passengers going out for their night out. But this was, I don't think this came into production ever. It's just like it says, an experimental car. It was a bit like the old Ford Futura, you know, the one that turned into the Batmobile. That never went into production, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. But yeah, he's come out pretty good. And then we've got the old Land Rover set that I did. And that comes out on a plinth, if I can get it out. I'm going to have to open the other end, folks, because I can't get the bloody thing out. Got to stop biting my nails. You pull that out like that, and there's the plinth. And there's the old Land Rover with the trailer. And the old GG, he'll be in the back. That opens up like that. And when I've done this one, I don't think I had the horse. There's the horse. And I don't think I had that canopy as well. But as you can see, I've got all that now. So that finished up a nice little set. And the horse isn't too bad actually for a reproduction. It's a pretty good horse. I've got glue on my fingers. I just glued that box back together. Yeah, the horse turned out pretty good for a reproduction horse. It's not bad at all. And there's the old canopy. I think when I had it, I just had it like this when I've done it on the video. But yeah, he's come out nice, the old Land Rover. That just clips on anyway, so I did say to you lot, if I remember, that I'll show you it when I get the canopy in the Christmas video. And there it is, all with its canopy, all finished up. Nice little set there. The old horse could go in the back there. And there he is. If he'll stand up. Poking his head out the back. And there's the old GS2 from Corgi. You can put that back on there. They've done some nice little gift sets in their time, Corgi did. But you know, you can't buy these sort of things anymore now. You can never. The stuff they bring out today, it wouldn't last as long as any of this stuff. It would, you know, it'd end up wrecked. They don't make it like they used to. These were the good old days. Kids don't know these days what they missed out on really with the Corgi business and all that Dinky and Corgi toys, because they did make some beautiful sets of stuff. Anyway, this stopped the rabble, and you must all remember this one. This had quite a lot of good comments on the video of this one, and it's the old Pete C Cortina, which I've done as a tribute to his restoration of his real Cortina Bramble project. And there's a registration, if I can get it to focus properly, this bloody camera. There it is. There's a registration, EOT 378K. That's Pete's registration. And some people said in the actual comments, I had a couple of comments, they were saying the actual metallic, the flakes were too big, and I don't know what they're on about. It could have been on the turntable at the end, because it does look a bit I think the light was a bit bright and it was shining quite a bit. But if you look at it now in this light, it's not too bad at all. It's not really too big, the flakes, for the model. I mean, if you look really closely, it's quite a, you know, subtle sort of look, really. It's not too bad. I can't say that's, if you look at it in real life, it's a lot better than it is on camera, if you know what I mean. And it doesn't really, it's not really overdone. But yeah, I was pleased how this one come out. Barry Jackson, that's the guy, sent this one. That's where no pillar, that's a cotter pin there. And that was all, see, there's nothing there. There were holes in the top of there as well. That's all filled, that's epoxy resin. That's bloody good stuff, that's epoxy. But as you can see, you can't even see hardly nothing there. That's the original side. That was broke up the top, and that was nothing. But that came back to life, so that looks nice again. I tried detailing it as well. I've got the Ford on the back. Very pleased with how that came out, even the proper Ford headlights on, back lights. Yeah, very happy with how that one come out. Tribute to Pete. Well done, mate, on your real restoration of a real car. I don't think I could do that. That'd take a bit of doing. Right, that's another box finished with. Let's pick out the last box and finish this video. Okay, this is the last box, folks. I'll be able to let you get on with cooking your Christmas dinner now. This is the Eagle Transporter, and what a beauty she is. All restored back to former glory, and I actually was so pleased with this one. I bought a reproduction bubble box for it. There's the what do you call it, it's in the back. I put some things in there to cover up the screws, and yeah, this one turned out beautiful. Another one sent by Ian. There's the box. These boxes, they're bloody good boxes, but the trouble is they're so expensive. I mean, this box with all this, I think where did it come from? The RB, I think it might have been. No, it wasn't. It was the online 20th century box, that's right. That's where I got this one. 35 quid, I kid you not. 34.99, something like that. Just for a bloody box, you know. But you got to have it. If you want it, you want to display this and you want to keep it in a, you know, looking original, you've got to spend the money, haven't you? You'd get it back. If you wanted to sell this, you'd get it back. So that's the way I look at it. But yeah, it's got all the instructions on the box that tells you everything how to, you know, not that you need any instructions. It's pretty straightforward. You can move that switch and it open, drops the old thing down, doesn't it? But yeah, this one was a nice little restore. This one came out nice in the end. I have got a couple more of these actually to do, so I'll probably do another one in the future. I've already done the I've got one of them middle pieces. I'm looking for another middle piece to go on another Eagle. I was hoping to try and get hold of one of them that holds the barrels, but they're so expensive to buy, it's just ridiculous. So if anybody out there's got one they want to donate, I'd be very happy. I don't need the Eagle, I just need the middle piece, and then I can finish off the other two Eagles. But yeah, this one came out really nice. So like I say, I spent some money and bought a box for it because I was so happy with it. This is the last video we did before the Christmas one. As you can see, this is our chipper field. I'll show you again, give you a quick another look at it. Like I said, I had a bit of trouble with the paint. I told you that in the video, but it ain't looking too bad. There she is. There's our chipper field again. I think that's is that the best side? No, that's the worst side actually. I think that's the side I had the trouble with. Yeah, that's the best side, but as you see, you can't notice it hardly now. Now it's all settled in that you can hardly notice the problems I had with it. But as you see, that pull that back and you set it up to where you want, and then you do the old hook. Pull your hook down, and then you wind up your cages or whatever you've got. And there you go. There's not much more to say about that one. You've seen that one in the last video. That came out nice. That was a mate from Cornwall sent me this one. Mr. Brett Smoother. If you're watching, mate, thank you for sending that one in. Appreciate that. He's always helping me out with bits and parts. He's a handy bloke to know. He's a Corgi mad himself. He's Batmobile mad. He lives and breathes Corgi. He's very extreme with his Corgi stuff. I'll put that one back in the box. And last but not least, we've got the 270 Aston Martin James Bond, which I did. I have done one of these previously on videos, but I did one again, and I've done it in the titanium silver, which I really like, the same as I did that Pete C Cortina. And as you can see, if I get the man out, I won't let him fly out, because I'll end up losing the bloody thing else. There's a little man. It does work, all this. If we shut that down, I'll push the seat down. It does work, as you see. But I don't want to fire the man out, because I'll bloody losing somewhere over in the corner of the room here. But yeah, that one's come out really nice. That got the old removing number plates on the front, and that's a really nice silver for this model. The whole guns work. That bulletproof shield shuts at the back. Pops needs a bit of oil on it. Yeah, that needs a bit of oil. These things come out, the spinners. But yeah, that's a nice model. Quite pleased how that one come out. I leave all these things up, you know, the old bulletproof shield and everything else, because I don't like to give the springs a lot of wear, you know, like I don't like them being coiled for long periods of time, so I let them all stay up and open. But yeah, that one's come out really nice. I mean, look at the finish on that. And that's the old Corgi 270. So there you go. If I've missed any cars out, I'm sorry, but I did try to write down all the ones that we've done over the past year. So if there are any odd ones, then I'll have to show them another time, you know. But you know, that's it for now, folks. We're going to have to end the video there, and all I can say is cheers, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to all of you. Let's see what next year brings. Hopefully we'll be all back to normal next year, and everybody can get on with their lives and enjoy life again. Been a bit of a crap year, this, folks, isn't it, for everybody, but we're not going to get into that. I'll see you in the next video in the new year. So for now, bye bye. Look after yourselves, folks. Happy New Year. Bye. Well, I'll be. Where did all that snow go? What a lovely day. Oh well, the blizzard's gone.